show tonight, great crowd. I'm a little intimidated because y'all are like, you have so much talent. There's dancing and there's elaborate costumes and there's a king doing queen and it was awesome. And I'm just a comedian, which means I just like seek validation from other people professionally by self-deprecating.
Nice.
Do you want up here what?
There you go. Yeah!
Nice.
Okay. So I found out it was a variety show, and I was like, I should do something else besides just jokes. I gotta spice it up a little bit. This isn't the average crowd. Hi. And so I was like, I should do like a comedy burlesque like skit, like a comedy burlesque thing where I just put on a bunch of layers really sexily. Like by the end, I just had like snow pants and like 3 layers and a jacket, and they're like, yeah, wind that scarf up. But I didn't do that, so I have another comedian to come help me out. He's Wayward's youngest comedian. This is Christian, also known as Lil Easy.
Epic. Oh, yeah.
Nut nut.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange 2.
Aren't you gonna let me in? It's cold out here. What's better than a talkie period?
What?
A spelling bee.
Nice.
Nut nut.
Who's there?
Justin.
Justin who?
Just in time for dinner.
He's by far funnier than me. That's my partner's son, and I think he's cool for so many reasons. One, he's really brave and he gets up here and doing comedy, and he's really fearless, and he's smart, and he's funny, and he knows everything there is to know about Power Rangers, and he thinks I'm cool almost exclusively because I have crank windows in my car. There's like a novelty, right? He's like, they roll up by hand, that's so cool! It's like the only time in my life where anyone has ever thought I was cool for being 20 years behind technology. And, and I'm only 28, right? And I'm 28, I'm a millennial, which means I'm part of that subgroup that's 90% more likely to have friends with benefits than jobs with benefits.
Yeah.
Or friends with jobs. But when he thinks my crank windows are cool, I feel a little bit like I'm like 80, right? I'm like, come closer, child, and I shall show you the Museum of Ancient Relics. Like, take out a film canister, and I'm like, ah. Or I'm like, sit a spell, and I shall tell you the legend of dial-up internet. It's Halloween, so I just feel like doing a goblin voice in my act. That's really what that is. I wrote down my notes because there's not really a reason. I just wrote down my notes. How y'all doing tonight? Good. I'm doing really well too, except for I'm kind of angry because I put this outfit on and then I realized it has 7 pockets and only 2 of them are real. Right? Does anyone else experience this problem? It's a thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like if fashion designers are like the only pockets women need are Polly Pockets, or if they're like, I don't know if they're like what do they think we're doing with this that's dangerous to them, right? Like they think we're just walking around like breaking off little pieces of the patriarchy and smuggling them away like but we can have real pockets. I'm kind of mad about it. Instead of pickpocketing, I'm going to go pocket picketing. I'm going to start like everything around. Thank you. So fall is here. That's really what I'm going to talk about today. Fall is here, right? Autumn. Things are changing, right? Like 2 months ago it was peach season, and now it's impeach season.
Yeah!
2 months ago, all the white millennial hipsters were listening to Childish Gambino at the lake, and now they're listening to Bon Iver on their pull-out beds, right? A lot's changing, lots happening. I went from uncontrollable sweating to uncontrollable speeding. I've been eating like a pie a day for the past week, right? It's a little colder, so I'm also drinking a little bit more, so I went from like, I'm gonna work out in the morning to like, the morning will work out somehow, right? I don't know if I'm feeling that. It's also fall, so like fall's a time where, you know, people start breaking out like the inspirational Insta poem quotes that they're putting on like their filters on their social media pages. And I have something like that. I have a mantra that I tell myself in the morning in the mirror, like a pep talk, you know, because self-love, right? So I stare at myself in the mirror and I look myself down and I say, listen, don't be a basic bitch, damn it. As I do it when I walk outside.
Nice mantra.
Thank you. It's helpful, because, you know, like, let's be honest, we all stereotype a little bit, right? Like, who among us hasn't walked into the co-op and seen like an elderly man with a turquoise millstone around his neck, and you're just like, I know this guy has a no U-turn sign in his driveway. Just know it. Or you go downtown to the plaza and there's like a woman with like a poncho the size of like a studio apartment floor rug, right? And you're like, I just know she says croissant at restaurants. It's crazy. And people like, you know, I feel like people can look at me and they're like, I just know this bitch smells like vanilla cupcakes in Hobby Lobby. Right? Like I look like I go to the grocery store in yoga pants for no damn reason. Right? Or like I'm saving up for a trip to Amsterdam because I just took a DNA test and found out I was 5% Dutch. Right? Or I look like I'm a Hufflepuff student who dropped out and became a film major. None of those things are true. None of those things are true. I'm really more of a Gryffindor. Or maybe like a Griffin puff, at least half and half. Right? So I try really hard not to be a basic bitch, you know? If anything, I feel like I'm like an advanced bitch. Like I skipped bitch 101 and went straight to like the capstone thesis. Right? But you can't always make assumptions based on what people look like, right? For example, I'm trying really hard. Like, what do basic bitches drink in the fall? Anybody?
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice lattes, right? I don't like pumpkin spice. I could take it or leave it. Not super into it, right? My fella, on the other hand, my fella, really tough guy, grew up in the hood, fully tattooed, professional rapper, loves pumpkin spice. And it's really killing my street rep. I don't know what to do about it. It's been a problem. Like we go out for coffee, right? And I go up to the counter, right? And they're like, you know, what do you take? And I'm like, all right, I want a small black cup of motor oil from your crustiest pot. No, you don't need to make another one. That's okay. That's okay. You don't even have to dirty a spoon. Just stir it with like a rusty nail. I want it to taste like burnt tetanus. What's the name on that? I'm like, Megan. And I was like, and he wants like a melted glob of pumpkin ice cream with like a crusted creme brulee brown sugar crust in a crystallized sugar cup and like a splash of decaf. And that's for creme DZ. I think it's a cover-up. They don't believe me. But yeah, that's been my problem lately. And so with fall also it's Halloween season, right? Anybody else excited about Halloween?
Yeah!
It's my favorite holiday, as if the world weren't scary enough already, right? Yeah. Hocus Pocus, that was my favorite movie as a kid. Yes, it's so good.
Yeah, the Three Witches.
The Three Witches with Bette Midler, and like, it clearly has inspired me in my life, right? Yeah, it's so good. But Halloween is like, every year you go to the haunted house and there's like zombies and there's vampires and there's like a weird fetish among like butchery rednecks who have chainsaws and corn mazes. You're like, I didn't see that one coming for the 5th year in a row. And I feel like it's just a matter of time before we go into like a postmodern haunted house where it's not really a haunted house, it's more like a daunting house, and it's just like, it's like too real, right? Like, we've gotten desensitized to the other stuff, and this one's just like all the things in life that actually really like stick with you, you know, and scare you. Like you walk into one room, and it's just a guy in a suit, and he's got like a laser pointer with a big bar graph that's like, he's a realtor, and it's like the housing market for Santa Fe for the next 20 years, right? And it's like, the next room is just like an interpretive simulation with beanie babies of all the cutest animals on Earth dying from climate change and like deforestation. So the only things that are left are like cockroaches and hairless dogs. Nothing you want. And the third room is like wall-to-wall screens of really bad Tinder profiles, right? Like totally undateable people, right? Like, you know, like there's like the guitarist with like the 80s car salesman mustaches with like the cats named Bukowski. And then there's like the lacrosse players with the mesh pennies who has a cat named Corona. There's always a cat. And it helps them look sensitive, you know. And then there's like the philosophy major with the black v-neck and the cat named Cat, but unironically, right? And people named Kevin. You know, just totally undateable people, totally undateable. And then the next room is just like a voice recording from your mother. It's personalized somehow, they've gone that deep with it, right? And it's just about why you don't call her more when you're gonna give her some damn grandchildren. Right? I would walk away from that haunted house terrified. Screaming, running for my life, right? That's it, that's what I need. But yeah, one thing, I love Halloween, but I hate when the rest of the holidays come too early. Anyone else feeling this?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's Christmas, not baseball, it doesn't last like half a year. Keep to your season, you know? But, I was out playing pool the other night with my partner, and I suck at pool. I play pool like a 16-year-old boy makes love. It's like, just take a stick and jam it and hope the ball to it. It's not very good. But my partner is really, really good at pool, right? So he's been teaching me, so I'm trying to get better at it. And we were out at a bar, an unnamed bar, and they had a jukebox there that was stuck on Deck the Halls. And when I say stuck, I mean like it was stuck on Deck the Halls. It was like 8 versions in a row, one after, and I was like, all the halls are decked. Like there can't be another one. And it went through like the Chipmunks, the Muppets, Kenny G. There was like a medieval dance party, line dancing one. There was a Christian rock version. And every time we wait for the next song, and it was like Deck the Halls, right? And it was just us at this point, and then there was these 2 women, this couple that was next to us, and we were both kind of looking at each other for a little bit, sizing each other up, like, all right, which. Like, we thought they did it, and they thought we did it, you know? And it was probably a good 20 minutes before they were like, we paid for Tupac half an hour ago. Right? But for like a good 20 minutes, we were staring each other down, and I was looking at her, and she was looking at me like, Deck the Halls 8 times in a row. And how basic is this bitch? Yeah. So don't go to the cowgirl to play pool. That's really the moral of the story. Anytime before Christmas. I like to think it was like a disgruntled employee who was sitting in his car across the street hacking it on a Monday night for 2 hours because he had nothing else to do. I would be like that. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, everyone.